everybody, this is Marjorie. Look at me today. I don't know what I look like today. I think I look like the Krypton Factor, going all the different ways. Or Lulu. I think I look quite 60s today, Oh, it's lovely. Another one of my lovely Shein tops, by the way. Link down below. Now, I was going to tell you about my stramash and the hairdressers. Now, as you know, my hairdresser, Kylie Marie Antoinette, well, she had her weigh-in. Remember she had her weigh-in at the Nativity? When the wee weigh-in came howking out the Mary funnel? Right, well, she's had a weigh-in. So Josh, the trainee, right? Well, he's not a trainee now. I keep calling him Josh the trainee because he's that young. Well, he's in charge, right? He's the temporary manager when Kylie Marie Antoinette's on maternity. Now, wait till I tell you this. As you know, she's got one weigh-in already, right? Wee Pansy Potter. Well, she's went and named this weigh-in, right? It was a wee boy she's named the boy. I thought she was going to name the boy Jesus because she had the weigh-in during the nativity, wee baby Jesus. But no, she's called the weigh-in Harry Potter. So we've got wee Pansy Potter, we've got Harry Potter, and she says, I would love 3 weigh-ins, Marjorie. That's my goal. I would love 3 weigh-ins. I says, oh, God knows what that'll be called. That'll probably be Beatrix, Beatrix Potter and the Peter Rabbit and all that stramash. Anyway, in the hairdressers, right? Oh, we're having a wee cup of tea and a wee Kit Kat, and Wally was in. Oh, Wally's a character, by the way. 92-year-old, and here he is. He goes to the hairdressers, right? And he lives on his own. He lives in a wee bungalow around the corner, right? So he's a right laugh, Wally. There's always a carry on when Wally's about. Well, he's got right big teeth, right? He's got like false teeth, I could say Wally's Wallies, So he's got these right big Wallies. They don't fit his mouth. Nobody says anything, but I mean, he looks like Nobbert. What's the horse called? You ken what I mean? Nobby the horse for Ascot. Well, he looks like that with these big teeth in. I've said to him a few times, I'm making scones. Wally, could I borrow your teeth? Because it gives the scones, when you use them as the pastry cutter, it gives them a nice rustic, a nice rustic county fair look. So that's fine. But I mean, the scones come out beautiful. So he goes to the hairdressers to get his hair dyed every so often. He's only got 4 hair, so it doesn't take that long. Anyway, we're sitting in the hairdressers, and he says, "Oh, Marjorie, it's so nice to see you. I've not seen you for ages. With all this carry on. With the coronavirus." I says, "Oh, I know, Wally. What's this all about? When is it going to end?" And he says, "Oh, and I'm 92 now, Marjorie." I says, "I know, Wally, I know you're 92. I says, "That's a great age, and you're not in a home. You live on your own in a bungalow round the corner from me." And he says, "I'll tell you though, the downside, Marjorie, to getting old is your memory starts to go. That's the first thing. Your memory starts to go." And and I'm waiting. I'm like, the first thing. What's the next thing? And what else, Wally? And he's like, "What else? What?" I went, "What else after the memory goes?" He went, "Oh, I don't know. What was I saying?" I went, "Honest to God." But 92. Fun the hairdressers. It's just nice to be out, isn't it? And I says to him, "How are your weigh-ins, Wally?" Because both his weigh-ins work for the NHS, and they're having a terrible time, aren't they? With the Ofcom variety, that's the next thing. They had the Delta, now they've got the Ofcom variety. And he says, "Well, I'm not sure, but I think my daughter's still working from home." And I says, "What is it she does again, Wally?" He says, "Oh, she's a nurse." And I went, "She's working from home as a nurse?" I said, leave him. And I says, "Remind me now, your son." His son makes the big money because he's a heat doctor. He's a, what do you call them? He's a fully trained psychopath. So, he must be absolutely raking it in because, well, you counting the loonies in the world, that's a lot of money. Anyway, then we're having a nice wee chat, and he, goes to the toilet, comes back for the toilet, calamity. He's gone, I said, "What's wrong, Wally?" He says, "Lost my teeth." Oh my God, this is always happening. Wally is always losing his Wallies, right? So we're looking everywhere. We're under covers, we're in coats, we're under brushes, we're doing the scissors to see if they fall out. And then wee Josh, he comes out the toilet and he's like, "It's okay, everybody. I have found Wally's Wallies. They were in the toilet." And I says, where did you find them? He says, "They were on top of the cistern, Marjorie. They were sitting on top of the cistern in the toilet cubicle." Now, we think, we think he's maybe taken his mask off and his teeth off to do the toilet. Why, I don't know, but that's the only logical explanation, because, what would you take your teeth out for to do the toilet? We think he was maybe constipated, and he was trying that hard, he didn't want to bite his lip, and he was going, It's the only thing we can think of. Anyway, he got his teeth back in, he was happy as a badger at a Zumba class. But see over the years, see the stramashes we've had, he lost his teeth, right? One time, his Wallies fell out when he was blowing out his 90th birthday cake, right into the 90. That was awfully funny. It kind of put everybody off having a bit of cake, this big set of false teeth sitting in the middle of the cake. I went, "Oh, none for me, thanks, I'll just have another sausage roll." And then another one, he lost his teeth fell out when his daughter was getting married, right? He walks up the aisle and the minister says, "Who giveth this woman to this man?" And he went, "I did." And his teeth fell at the robes, fell right at the robes of the minister. It was like one of these Stephen King horrors. I think the minister thought the teeth was going to start eating him. But the best of all, was when Wally, right, what, 92-year-old, and he goes skydiving to raise money for Help the Aged. Now, there was a big gusty wind came along, right, and blew his teeth out his mouth when he was coming down. Well, what a stramash, because he landed in Rook Glen Park. His teeth were found 2 days later, right, in a trolley park in Morrison's at Giffnock.